All right, WTF-DFW, episode 19. 19 weeks we've been doing this. I'm a day late doing it. The day yesterday got a little bit past me. A lot was going on, and then this morning I'm thinking, shit.
Yeah.
We got to do something. So, sorry if you missed Live Band Karaoke last night because you didn't hear my podcast, but that shouldn't be any kind of an excuse because we do it every Wednesday. So
wait, was that last week? Or this week?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So, what's going on? Well, first, yesterday, kind of an important day for, me personally. It was, I guess my son, my youngest son, we call it, he calls it a birthday. It's kind of like a gotcha day, but 5 years ago is when my adoption of him went through.
Wow.
So that was kind of a big thing for, us in the Wawa household. So
yeah,
he's out in California, so we couldn't do anything for him, but we did send him, a little gift card to go out to dinner or something. But I appreciate everybody who saw the post that I made and commented on it, but love you, Will. Happy 5-year gotcha day. So
how old is he?
He's 20.
Oh.
Well, not according to the ID that he carries, He's,
I thought everything
no, he's
was
19.
legal.
Yeah, he's 19, so according to the ID, I think he's like,
you can't say that out loud.
McLovin is like,
what if
he's 40 or something like that.
Yeah, what if all of California is watching?
Well, then, yeah, you're right. All right. So we'll beep that out.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go over here.
Yeah. There you go. It counts. So what else? So last week we kind of, mentioned, I was curious whether or not there was backstabbing out there. I did see comments and, the bands, musicians do it. And, my buddy Lee said that it's more about, somebody's personality and attitude and less about the band. So it kind of brought me to, this week's conversation a little bit that we'll have. But, if it's about personality, and I get it because there is a band that I won't book out there because to me the guitarist looks like, he looks a certain way. And I'm like, I mean, in my opinion, they're not up to the, they're not refined enough to be, we'll say that. But, I know people prejudge and make opinions based on, something, that's not appropriate, I guess, all the time. But personality-wise, you have the ability to control that. So, I guess if somebody doesn't like a person, that's an option out there. But it's not necessarily backstabbing them if, you don't like a person and you're saying that directly to them as well. So, I don't know. Whole different conversation. But what else happened last week? So, as you heard, Live Band Karaoke, obviously.
Missed it.
I was out there for last week, so we had a good night. Pride in the Name of U2 made their debut show. They were absolutely, absolutely incredible. Super talented. And it's the same thing. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a fan of U2. I realized there were a lot of U2 songs that I don't necessarily know. There are a lot of U2 songs that I did know that I definitely didn't like, if that makes sense.
Overplayed.
No, it was just like some B-side stuff, but they did everything you would expect, and the stuff that they did that you would expect to hear, nailed it. And, they finished with the song that, they were supposed to finish with. So if you have an opportunity to come see them, I know we have them booked again, come on out because super talented guys. They nailed it, the vocals, the dude is even wearing a little Scully hat, like,
Bono.
No, not Bono.
What's his nuts?
What the hell? I'm forgetting his name now, the guitarist.
Eddie Vedder.
The Edge. I always think about that song from Red Rocks. This is The Edge. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Clayton, whatever.
Levine.
So that was last Thursday. Barefoot Nation and Still the One played on Friday. Grace, that was the second time she was singing. She's an 18-year-old kid singing for Still the One, the Shania Twain tribute. She did a phenomenal job, and the clincher was, there's a song From This Moment On, and Grace just absolutely nailed it. So you can see she's not 100% in her comfort zone. I asked her, where her, the updated pictures are because we're still using the old singer images on all of the, marketing material and all. And she said, well, she's waiting for one more outfit to come in before they get their pictures done. So,
okay.
Her parents and I gave her a little bit grief over that. So, but both bands still the one, and Barefoot Nation, Barefoot Nation just brings it all the time. So I'm looking forward to seeing both of them again really soon. Saturday night was Metal Shop with Soul Stealers. And Soul Stealers, first, thank you to Metal Shop for, giving them the opportunity to open. These kids killed it. First, you have Luciano. They did a whole, bluesy set. Luciano was on drums. This kid, Mike, a bass player, and then their drum player is 14 years old. And, April allowed him to, share her drum kit. And the cool thing is the kids stuck around with their parents and all to watch Metal Shop afterwards, and they were getting it. They were having such a good time. I love seeing it. And then obviously, everybody in Metal Shop, thank you again. It was Chi's birthday. Happy birthday again, Chi. And, they actually brought me up on stage. I got to sing Talk Dirty to Me from Poison.
Sweet.
I don't think there's video of it, so thank God. But it was a good
time.
time.
We do actually have video of that.
You have video of it. But it was a great weekend. So this week's topic, it kind of brought me into, I think everybody can relate to it, but it's pretty much don't be a douche. I guess that's kind of the easiest way to say it. So if you're in a band, what do I mean by that? Don't be a douche. If you're in a band, first, respect the venue. First and foremost, just respect the rules and, what the venue is about. Because remember, if the venues aren't there, you don't have a place to play. So that also means the sound guy, probably the most important person in that building for you at that time. Because if the sound guy doesn't like you, you'll know it. And everybody laughs because when Brian likes a band, he'll stick around and listen to them. I just lost sound in my
I know, that's the
headphones,
sound guy.
So I don't know if it's still recording or not.
See, sound guy, see.
Yeah, see, sound guy, there you go. But, Brian, people, they see it too. Maybe I'm giving away a secret, but if Brian doesn't like the band, he'll walk around a lot. If he likes the band, he's back there and he's getting it. So, but respect the sound guy, because without him, he can make or break your performance out there. Respect the people that are there, I guess, what's wrong here? Oh, you got the little low battery indicator thing? Okay. I can still talk. Yeah. Keep people out of the green room that aren't in the band. That's another thing that it kind of drives me nuts. We have 1, 2, sometimes 3 bands that are in there sharing it. Respect the other bands that are in there, but respect the venue. Keep these people out of the green room. You're not, celebrities. They could be out there sitting at a table, ordering from the staff.
Yeah.
They don't need to be hanging out in the back room with you, or, it makes it a little bit more difficult for our servers that are back there trying to figure out who's with the band, and then bands complain because food and drinks are added to a, tab of theirs, and, just stay out of the back, keep people out of there that aren't been, supposed to be in there. And don't let people in the back entry, that's another thing. I see some bands just letting, people that are texting them directly, if you're not directly with the band, if you're not part of the load-in, if you're not part of setting up and breaking down, or a member of the band, you're a guest. And if the band needed you there or wanted you there, ask the venue to put them on a list, and don't just try to sneak people in. It drives me nuts. But as a band, appreciate the fans that are there. Remember, whether or not they're there for your band or another band, but just appreciate that people are at the venue. Respect the show itself, which is another thing. Start on time. Come out with a game plan. Don't just come out and kind of wing it. It's a conversation I had with Arnie Newman this week was, coming out with a plan. Come out, play 2-3 songs right off the bat, come out, hit hard. You don't have to stop after every song, go from one to the other. Then after your 2-3 songs, have a little banter, introduce the band, or, thank the venue, whatever it is, play 2 songs, a little bit more banter. But you don't have to talk after it just drives me nuts when a band finishes a song and then they have to quote unquote retune a guitar. You know, everybody's always got to retune. He's a horrible guitarist, some bands have, because they have to be retuned after every song, apparently.
Yeah, I always wondered about that.
You know, and meanwhile, I could see some bands that are out there, you know, they play a full set and maybe they'll retune one once, you know, but just play your songs one after another. Come up with a game plan. You don't have to talk after every song. And like Arnie says, you can, you know, even do some medleys, you know, create, you know, one song with another joined in, go back to the original song. But, you know, either way, just come out with a plan, you know, have something that you're trying to accomplish, you know, during your set. Appreciate and thank the venue, which is another thing. I mean, the venue's, you know, got you out there. The staff has got you. Thank the staff that's taking care of you. Thank your server, your bartender. I know there are certain bands that do it all the time. Velcro Pygmies do a really good job of thanking, you know, the servers that they have, you know, taking care of them, or that get up on stage and take care of stuff for them and all. But there are some bands that, you know, it's like, hey, we're here, you know, and we're just going to go through our 10, 12, 14 songs and we're off the stage and, you know, that's it. But show some appreciation to, you know, the venue, the sound guy, whatever it is, the, you know, servers or bartenders that are taking care of you as well. Thank the supporting and or the headlining band, which is another thing that drives me nuts. If we have a band that's, you know, playing after you, you know, played before you, show them a little bit of love, you know, give them the respect that, you know, you'd want. But, you know, it almost seems like when I see a opening band that doesn't say, hey, you know, who's coming out for X band or whatever, I can't wait to hear them, or thank you for including them on the bill, whatever it is. The same thing with a headliner. Oh, thank you for so-and-so that opened up. It just shows mutual respect, and I think that mutual respect gets passed along between other bands as well, and it gives them some credibility, especially if it's a newer band that's, you know, starting out. So the only thing I could say is, if you're not hired by the venue, don't expect special treatment, and this drives me absolutely nuts. That means like friends of band members that are out there. Well, you know, I'm so and so. I'm friends with them. I've known them for years. I don't care personally. You know, like I don't care if it's a national act that's coming in there. I've had people that say, "Well, I've known so and so, the drummer, for 15 years." Well, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, if they wanted you to have special treatment, you would have been on the list, or they would have pulled you in or included you in the green room, whatever it is. You know, you're not going to get special treatment. If you're a photographer, you know, the same thing. I've seen, you know, people, I don't know, like it's like, oh, the band hired me. You know, first of all, if a band's not giving you a percentage of their revenue, or you're not actually drawing a paycheck, you didn't get hired by the band. You know, maybe a band just appreciates you being there and taking pictures for free so that they could use them on their own promo stuff. But if a band's hiring you, think about it. If you're out, you know, you go to a show and a venue hires somebody, a photographer, to come in, cool, you could clearly see who those people are. You know, that the venue's like, you know, we're going to take care of you, we'll give you a special badge, whatever it is, to make sure you have access to what you need to, but you're not getting special treatment. Don't expect it from a venue. You know, you're as novice at this as some of the bands are as well.
Yeah.
You know, so that's, you know, I can think about that from that perspective. Also, respect the bands. You know, this is another thing that kind of drives me nuts. If you're a guest in a venue, respect that the band is playing out there. And I don't mean, I've seen people saying, you know, if the band is on, shut the fuck up. Like, no, you know what? It's a bar. You know, you can't get a crowd to pay attention to you. That's on you, you know, but you shouldn't demand silence, you know, while the music's playing. And you should expect people to be talking and, you know, banter and all of that stuff. It's a, you know, regardless of how you look, it's a bar. You know, this isn't like Arlington Music Hall where everybody has to stay quiet and then clap in between every song. You know, first of all, respect the band. Stay off the stage. If you're not with the band, stay off the damn stage. I know people start getting a little bit of alcohol in their system and they want to, you know, get up on stage with, the band members and or take pictures up on the stage. Stay off the band, or to stay off the stage. That's all I got to say is, if you were expected to be up there, or just respect the band, stay off the stage, do what you have to do. Don't try to sneak in to avoid a cover. We've talked about that in the past as well. Don't act like an ass and get yourself thrown out, which is, again, like things that have happened in the past.
Yeah.
And some people have been requested to leave. I guess we'll say politely, we try to make sure that people understand they're not welcome there. But just don't get yourself thrown out by acting a fool. Just everybody's there to have a good time, and I see there are sometimes and this just blows my mind. This is going off like squirrel, but I see people that are like posting stuff. I'm at Fat Daddy's a lot on the weekends, and I see various people there, but I've seen actually people say, they disrespected my wife. They did this. This person had to get loud, so I had to throw them around. They realized it was time for them to leave after, they had to be picked up off the floor. And I'm sitting 2 tables away from these people. I'm like, that never happened. Like, are you out of your mind? You're just making up stories. And I almost want to call them out on their Facebook posts when they do it. Like, you're so full of shit. But you don't have to act like that, Like, just come out, have a good time. Don't be a douche. I guess that's it. Respect the staff. Respect the venue. Respect the bands. Respect each other. Respect your fans. Respect the car. I guess even I could throw that in there. The car we have up on the turntable.
Oh, man.
Up at Fat Daddy's. That's Fat Daddy specific. Respect the car. Don't get up on the turntable.
Yeah, that'd be number one no there.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are some bands that are no longer playing because they could not understand the concept of respect the car. And again, I mistakenly blamed somebody for it. I said that and apologized a couple of weeks back. That guy, Scott Kimes. I thought he was the one that was up on, up on the car and threw him out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't that. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't him. He had, documented proof that he showed me that it wasn't him, and it was other people in the band. And that band hasn't been welcomed back, yet, so that's it. You want a clear way of not being asked back to Fat Daddy's, respect or disrespect anything about the venue, my staff, or the date that you're playing or whatever, and you'll see quickly how easy it is to get I guess blacklisted from the club and all. So that's it. Don't be a douche. That's the topic of the week. But this week we had live band karaoke last night. Tonight is Tommy Katona and Texas Flood. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Everybody knows who Tommy is. The guy won Guitarist of the Year, I think, at the DFW Tribute Award Show. The guy's absolutely amazing. I think he might have some special guests up there tonight. And in fact, a particular kid, I believe, is going to be up there. Trenton, who celebrated his birthday last week. I think he had he played a little bit with Tommy this weekend. So did Arnie, I believe. But might be special guests up there.
From the school?
From the school, yeah. And he's a good kid as well. So tomorrow night, we have Monkey Business. I absolutely love Monkey Business, tribute to Skid Row. To me, like I said, one of the best new tribute bands that are out there. The guys are amazing. I can't wait to see this show. And, it's been a couple of years. I actually have Kid 6 from down in Houston coming up, and they're going to be opening up for Monkey Business. I think it's somebody's birthday associated with, Kid 6 as well. So I just can't remember who it is. So happy birthday if, it is you or something. But I think somebody's celebrating their birthday with them on Friday night. Saturday night, we got Heartbreak Petty. We were talking about Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and how, I guess he went off on his own and died, something like that. But Heartbreak Petty.
I'm not sure if he's dead, is he?
Yeah, he can be dead? He is dead.
Oh, okay.
But he's playing, not he, the Heartbreak Petty Band is playing out on Saturday with Reflective Soul. So Reflective Soul, looking forward to them. They always put on a great show. So what do we got next week? No, is that this week? Or I got to look at my calendar really quick because I think I might have messed that one up.
That was Friday and Saturday.
That was Friday and Saturday of this week, is it? Yeah, Heartbreak Petty with Reflective Soul. Oh, next weekend is the one I screwed up. So next week we got live band karaoke on Wednesday. Next week I'm kind of stoked about it. I'm going to miss it because we're going to be out of town. But we got Keith Mitchell Band is playing Thursday night out at Fat Daddy. So come out, do a little bit of two-stepping. It's our only country.
Where are you going?
What's that?
Where are you going?
Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. So Keith Mitchell Band will be out there on Thursday night, do a little bit of two-stepping. Next Friday night is Dallas-Boston Experience.
Oh, wow.
Everybody, was stoked about them. They're incredible guys. They're playing Friday night with Saving Yesterday, which, again, another phenomenal band. My staff loves them. They're just super guys in Saving Yesterday. I love that. Saturday night, I'm so frustrated we're going to miss this one, but Hillary Stanton and her group, Texas High Road, are playing out there, opening up for Gunnar Latham. This kid, Gunnar Latham, is amazing. He's out of South Texas area. I had him last year, and it's country music. The kid comes out there, takes the stage like he's been out there for years, like a touring musician for years. His original songs are so incredibly memorable that you're singing along to the songs the first time you're hearing them. And he's a good-looking kid, and I'm just saying, I am so stoked that they're back and playing, and I hope everybody comes out to check out Gunnar with Texas High Road. That's next Saturday. Unfortunately, if I'd be sleeping out the night before if I wasn't going to Florida for that weekend, because these kids are that good. So I'm really looking forward to it. Hillary and Texas High Road opening. And it's weird because I saw a post yesterday that she made about, I guess some venues don't tend to book female artists. And I'm like, what? That's really a thing? And people yeah, that's really a thing.
What
I'm
is?
thinking about, bands don't book female artists that frequently. And I'm only thinking
Bands don't or venues don't?
Venues don't, I'm sorry. Venues don't. And I'm thinking, wow, we had Grace out there
that's
last
crazy
week.
to
We
me.
had Still the One. We have Texas High Road. I love Hillary and them. Super talented. I have Sarah Hobbs playing in a couple of weeks with Aaron Copeland.
So where are you getting this information from?
It's been posted on Facebook. And everybody was commenting saying it's really a thing because venues don't think women draw as much money as a male band does.
Yeah, and I'll just look at Taylor Swift.
Yeah. There you go. So, that's kind of funny. But, yeah, apparently that's a thing that's out there.
Huh.
So, not a Fat Daddies because I love, all of the bands that we have. Rightfully so, I don't care if it's male-fronted, female-fronted.
Yeah,
if you're a
that's
good
crazy.
band, you're a good band. And I'm going to book you. So, don't forget, Wednesday nights, Friday after hours, Friday and Saturday nights is Industry from midnight to 2 a.m. You have drink specials. Come on out. I think what I'm going to do, because today is the last day of school for most of the area school districts. The kids don't report. Tomorrow, the teachers do to kind of wrap up their year. I think what I want to do, I'm thinking about this now, Clinton, so maybe tomorrow or today is something you could post about it. But for all teachers out there, tomorrow at Fat Daddy's all day, we're going to have...
Actually, right now.
What's that?
Jody's posting that right now.
Tomorrow?
No, he's posting it right now. Something about the secret menu and the...
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to open up for all teachers that are out there all day. Come on out. We'll have, the same discounts we normally do for first Friday of every month. Let's celebrate you guys and the end of your school year and for everything you do for our kids out there. So I want to make sure that, we fill that place with teachers and you're partying at the end of your afternoon. So if you get out of there at, your school's at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever it is, head down to Fat Daddy's. Let's have a huge party and celebrate the end of year and let loose, have a good time, and just feel appreciated for everything you do. What else? Thompson's, don't forget, 900 Houston Street in Fort Worth. Thompson's Cigar Lounge up on the 3rd floor. It's absolutely killing it. And I'm just looking at, the revenue and the what's happening in there week after week after week. It's getting better and better. That cigar lounge is taking over Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And
Mason Lodge is looking to host their events there now.
Oh, yeah. And we have people coming off the streets buying boxes of cigars now.
Yeah.
Thompson Cigar Lounge is making a staple in Fort Worth right now. So come on out. And remember, that's just the third floor. Thompson's bookstore is the main floor. The speakeasy's in the basement. We have an event center. You can reserve for your parties out there and all. But it's such a phenomenal place. I really wish everybody got a chance to go out there, have a drink, and just understand what it's like in that type of environment, because whoever goes is not disappointed. So
go online, everybody. Go online to thompsonsbookstore.com and tell us your story. We got this new campaign. It's What's Your Story? Bookstore. Get it? So what's your story? What brought you here at this point in life? And
so go to our website and they can submit their story.
Yeah.
Oh, and there are a lot of stories out there, from first dates to engagements to
everything,
maybe breakups.
Everything. It could be sad story. I got an incredibly sad story yesterday, but happy story, just a nonchalant story. Anything you got. What makes you you? And then we'll be randomly picking and highlighting. So,
cool.
Yeah.
So if a dude broke up with you or a chick broke up with you at Thompson's, let's hear about it.
It doesn't have to be at Thompson's. It could be anything. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but just what's your story?
All right, what's your story? All right, I love it. So, all right, Marksman, just FYI to everybody, Monday is Memorial Day. We'll be closed at Marksman gun stores on Monday. We'll need that post put up there too, by the way.
Yeah.
But while supplies last, don't forget, we have our guns of the month. Colleen's got the Taurus 9mm, the TS9. Wichita Falls got a Taurus G2C 9mm. Each of those are like $250, somewhere around there. Granbury's got an AK-47, Century Arms VSKA AK-47 for $675. Again, that's a badass rifle.
That's good.
Mansfield's got a Ruger 22 rifle for $299. So I believe we might have one or two of them left, but we're heading into the last month with these guns of the month. Don't forget, ammo. The shortage is a real thing. So, and it will be coming toward the end of the year. Every year during an election, the government does something that buys out ammo to supply the military, which creates a shortage. But worse than that, we hear there's a component of powder that comes out of China, and unfortunately, China's exporting right now a lot of those supplies to Russia, which means there's going to be less for the Americas, as we could say, which means it's going to translate to a shortage as well. So I have my gun stores. All of them are stocking up right now on some of your big ammo in hopes to avoid or allow people the opportunity to get the ammo they need before there is a shortage. So, I don't want to call like doomsday stuff, but I'm telling you, but every year, somewhere around September, people I can't believe you don't have 223. I can't believe you don't have 9mm. I'm like, this is the first year I can say I've been talking about it all damn year.
Yeah.
Don't wait, because remember, hunting season comes, you won't have, ammo to go out there and, fill your freezers or whatever with your deer if you don't buy that ammo now while it's still available. So, and don't forget, coming soon, Capone's, Drink Easy and Sports Bar, construction slated to begin soon. Looking forward to that. And I guess the word is still out there because people keep asking, what is Capone? So think high-end sports bar, Al Capone's Hideout, dark leathers and all of that, but an upscale sports bar is coming for you in Burleson. So with that said, everybody, I hate saying have a happy Memorial Day weekend, because to me it's inappropriate, but remember, understand the reason for the holiday. Respect your military, first responders, all of them out there. Remember, it's about, paying homage to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice, for defending our freedoms and all of that as well. So,
respect.
But respect. Yeah, that goes to everything. So don't be a douche. Show some respect Monday. Hang your flags. Be proud. Stay safe out there. But more so than that, hope to see you out at one of our venues. Hope to see you out at Marksman. If there's anything we could do, just reach out to us. But with that said, have a great weekend. Have a great week. Peace.